And we're off. Hello and welcome to Tier 2 here in Texas. You join us in qualifying, which is 80 minutes for these drivers to get some good laps in. We'll see who ends up going out first. Right, so first off, it looks like we have the Mercedes going out of Iondez, who is our previous race winner in Brazil after an extremely close race. Now, when I mean close race, I mean it was about the top, 3 or 4 batting out for the win. So, that was a very enjoyable race. Very enjoyable race to commentate, but we have a couple of drivers on their outlaps now. There is a championship battle on today between two drivers, the Ferrari driver of Ferrari 02 IFC and Max Ben. So there is only 3 points between these two. And this race can take the lead, which Max Ben has been holding the majority of the season so far. I'm going to mute you, Adam. Okay, sorry about that. Right. So, for today, I think it's Texas. It's an incredibly long lap. That's what I can tell you. I will be looking at the Mercedes of Iondez though, who, in my opinion, looked extremely strong in Brazil. He kept the race lead for quite a lot of it, managing to defend, which is fairly impressive around that track. I'm not even joking. But we'll watch his lap now, as he's going to go up to turn 1, heavy braking, close to the apex, loses a bit of traction and locks up there, but he's going to try and keep his confidence throughout his lap, keep it close to the apex, go out wide, don't try to run over it too much or that can lead into an invalid lap. You've got to get very close to corner. Oh, he snaps on his wheel then. Maybe a bit of oversteer, I think, as he sets a new fastest sector 1. Let's check in the Alpine, who doesn't manage to beat him on that sector. The Mercedes now down into the long straight. Now this is a perfect opportunity for overtaking, but it leads into a heavy braking zone, which can lead in a lot of switchbacks. One second, my co-commentator is coming on now. He's new to the league as well. So, just give me a minute. Check your mail. So, it's going to be, as a caution in Sector 2, I'm guessing that's just a driver letting each other by. The Mercedes is going to come around the final turn, where you have to follow the apex very nicely. Come out, he invalidates his lap. I think he skipped the apex there. He's gone completely over the middle. Well, that's unlucky for him there, but we will be watching the Alpine, who was very close. They get a new fastest sector 1. Very, very fast, especially after beating that. Couple of drivers pulled into the pits just for them. So, many drivers will be looking to improve on the base lap time, which is now a 1:33.9. One sec, Mark. Include your audio in the party. Yeah. Right. We're literally in a stat qualifying. We were late. But go to player hub and then it's in mail. No, not male. Friends. It's in friends. I always get all mixed up. Yeah, and it should say invites. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. Just join that. Just join that. Right. So there is a new basis lap time set by the Alpine driver. The battle for qualifying now is Max Verstappen is still in the pits, most likely doing a setup. The other driver in the championship sets a third fastest lap time. Now, not the best from the driver, but he'll be looking to improve on that lap as he has a base one now. So, Max Verstappen, our championship holder for this race, so far, we'll see after qualifying how we feel, but Amar, while qualifying in most drivers are out on their outlaps, what do you think about Texas?
I think it's a good track. It's very high speed, and there's a lot of people who can get pole here. I mean, if you look at the top two, Alpine are really dominating right now. However, I think Ferrari might pull out a wonderful lap to get pole, and Austin's going to be a really good race.
Well said. So, in qualifying right now, are you thinking Alpine are most likely to get pole?
As it stands, yeah, they're kind of dominating here. They're in 1-2. They're the only ones in the 133s, and they just look like they got the most pace around here.
Well, just to catch up, Amar, the Ferrari driver and the Haas that we're following right now are currently in a championship battle only by 3 points.
Oof. Ferrari and the Haas. Wow.
Yeah.
Who's in the lead?
Max Verstappen in
Max
the
Verstappen.
Haas.
Right, well, the Haas driver, Max Verstappen, he's going to need to pull out a good qualifying here if he wants to keep his championship lead. Oh, the Alpine stopped on track. What's he done there?
Yeah,
He's just stopped on track.
Be letting another car through. But we watched the Aston Martin. We will come back to the championship rival of Max Verstappen with a beautiful following the apex there. Nicely stopped. New fastest sector 1 for the driver.
This is looking really good.
Very close to the apex. Beautiful chicane area from him. Down the straight towards the DRS zone. You hit this braking zone with extremely close to the apex as he's done. Beautiful example right there. You come down the straight, DRS activated now. This is a great opportunity.
This is looking like a really good lap. I think this is going to be the lap that's going to put him on the podium for qualifying.
Well, with not much ERS left, he'll be looking to recharge some of that through this slow sector 3. Now it's very twisted bind here. Doesn't set a new fastest sector 2. But that could be just ERS issues. He can try to recover it round sector 3, long curve to the right. When
this is looking really good.
From a high-speed section, brake into the left-hander.
Here he comes now.
Straight and then back into a left. Don't invalidate it like Max Verstappen did. Keep it to the apex.
Where does he end up? And
he sets a new fastest lap time. Over 1:32.5 on provisional pole.
Provisional pole, absolutely brilliant, and that's a wonderful lap, being nearly a whole second quicker than the Alpine of DE_Slipey, and the Haas driver doing good. Oh, the Williams picking up fastest lap there. This championship battle between the Ferrari and the Haas could be very, very hot here, but it all depends on qualifying.
Okay, crazy. We will follow D. Sipey, the driver in third, managing to cut 5/10 off his lap time last time round. Is he going to be able to do anything to change that? He's 6/10 away from our provisional pole, AR Ruthless, who nearly won last time out in Brazil. Only lost due to a couple of unlucky management, but very strong so far on this track. Right, we followed Alpine down into the heavy braking. I lost my train of focus, sorry. DRS down the straight, this will tell us is sector 2.
Matt Ben
He's
here.
not used any ERS. This might even be his hot lap, even though he looks pretty fast around these turns. My fault.
Oh, Matt Ben.
Right, the Alpine driver, it looks like he just did set his lap before. We watched Iron Des, who was on his he's on his in lap, I'm guessing now, after what had happened. Oh, we watched the Red Bull, a bit of understeer there, out into the windy section, a lot of the RS to use in sector 3.
Alright, really sorry
Brings
about
it
that,
very
guys.
close to the apex, out on the wide a bit, keeps it very close, locks his tyres a tiny bit on the left hand side, DRS down to the final part, and doesn't improve on his lap time by 0.2.
Ion.
You okay?
I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Yeah. And Ion.
Ooh, that guy's laughing about it. You okay, Ma? You good?
Ion niggas is really good at it.
Okay. We will follow the Ferrari driver on his hot lap now. Beautiful view in the sunset we just caught there. A caution, I'm guessing that is for a slowing driver after setting a new lap. The Ferrari, no slipstream here. DRS down the long back straight. Beautiful views in the sunset here in Texas. So this will tell us his real lap. Down into sector 2, will he set anything special?
It's
He
looking
improved
like
by 0.3 on his lap. Now his rival
like
is
really
way ahead of him.
if you look at Felix and Tame Farmer, I don't think they're personally going to settle well.
Oh! A spin!
Oh!
A spin for the Ferrari!
Yellow flags from the Ferrari! The Ferrari might finish really low down the grid here in qualifying.
So the Ferrari with not the best lap time there, after a little spin in sector 3. Not looking to improve that much anyway. He is down in 7th. It might not be much of a gain with 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Let's see if he can improve on his lap time any much through this session.
Ferrari
Max
doing good.
Max Ben will be looking for a new lap time. He's starting to set his lap now. Comes past the start line. Straight up to turn 1. Big hill there. Ooh, what was that? I think that was a bit of a lag right there from
Here we
the
go.
driver. He's having to. I don't know what he's doing. This will not be his lap.
Alright, here we go now. The Ferrari looking on
Sorry.
a really
It looks
quick
like
lap
Haas
here.
just skipped over there, over the grass, invalidating his lap.
Oh, to be fair, it is looking like the Williams is going to take pole, but it's a really good battle between Ionides and IR U plus guys.
Yeah, well, with 3 minutes 50 on the clock, many of these drivers will be switching to new softs in the sunset here.
It's looking like a really good day here in Austin, though.
So
it's going to be a dry.
Ruthless down into the final corner, pulls into the pits.
AR Useless.
I was expecting to start a lap, but
not going for a lap here as he boxes, which could potentially cost him a pole position here because Ionides and Max Ben are looking quite quick, so they might get pole. But we'll see. Time can only tell.
So, many of these drivers will be starting to come out the pits. Lots of them pitting for new tyres now. We're looking for some impressive laps up and down the board. Caution in sector 2, that looks like it was just for a car on their outlap.
Yeah,
so
a very short caution
some
there.
drivers still in the pits. We will be looking out for the Williams or the Haas to be coming out the pits. He does have an invalidated lap, which he will take off when he finishes out lap.
Yeah, personally, Felix and Tamer Fish, or whatever his name, yeah, Tamer Farmer, he is not gonna set a lap to. Oh, speaking of which, Felix actually did just set a lap, put him up to P7. Oh, it's not looking like a pole lap here for Ionides. I think
Well,
the
the
Williams.
Saipi with a new fastest sector 1,
Oh,
beating out the Williams on those corners, comes into the beautiful Texan sunset in queue with only 1 minute 50 remaining on the clock. Every single driver is out. As I say that, the Ferrari pits. That will be the end of his qualifying.
how do we
The
see?
Alpine with slipstream down into the heavy braking zone in sector 2, having to avoid that Mercedes that might take his lap down a bit. Let's see what's in sector 2.
Can we see an Alpine back on provisional pole?
This might not be his lap. This might
The
not be his
Williams of
lap.
AR Useless Guy may have secured pole here due to the Saipi
Invalidated lap
having
for
to
quite a few drivers.
avoid.
We will watch the Kick Sauber in 8th going to set a lap now. Most drivers on their outlaps. The Kick Sauber heavy braking down into turn 1. Very nicely. Keep it on the curbs on the exit. Nicely done from the driver. So,
Brilliant work there.
in sector 1, very close to the curbs. Beautifully throwing it round those corners.
It's a really, really good turn 1 from the Mercedes there.
Light braking around this turn here. And then you come up to a tight little left-hander. You've got to keep it very close to the curbs. Down, coming onto the final corner before the DRS straight. Iones, our second place in qualifying so far, on his hot lap, round sector 1.
Ionides
Doesn't seem to improve any much in his thing. Down sector 2.
He was actually 1/10 slower than the pole sector 1. So.
Yeah, well, we will follow Maxaben, who is our current championship leader. So, nice turn into turn 1 there. Sector 1. Looks like he's going to do this pretty good. Couple of drivers finish their lap.
As the Haas
obviously, who are in the pit.
The Ferrari.
The first driver to cross the line will be the Kick Sauber. Coming down the final 2 bends now through the long right hand corner. Down, only corner got left to compete with is the final one. You'll be glad to see that one. Comes over the line to go P7 temporarily. We will watch the Mercedes, who is on the final corner to finish his lap. Looking very strong so far. Lost time in sector 1. He goes provisional pole by 1/10.
Ionides of the Mercedes for provisional pole.
Improve. The Aston Martin on his outlap gets P5. We follow Max then with a fastest
really good lap.
2. Nice to go. Right, Ashton V on the final corner now. Let's see if he can put a fork into Iona's heart with a lap this time round. He's got DRS.
I think it's going to be a hard lap to beat.
5th.
Only goes up to 5th.
The Williams goes into the pits.
The Williams takes
with
P2.
An invalidated lap after a fastest sector 2 wouldn't have got pole.
As our
but
pole
would have looked
sitter
very strong.
Is Ionides.
P10. The Red Bull with an invalidated lap, and that is qualifying.
That is qualifying over pole position for the man in the Mercedes. Ionides takes pole. It's a brilliant lap from him. How do you feel about that one, Owen?
Don't know what to say.
Right.
Very strong from the Mercedes driver. He won last time out in Brazil, so he will be looking for a 2-time win, which is not being seen in Tier 2 yet.
It's been a very tight league as this one. Obviously, we got the battle between the Haas and the Ferrari, but
Wow, my throat.
this is all going to go down to the race, and it's going to be an interesting one. We're going to be seeing Mercedes versus Williams versus Haas coming into turn 1. That's going to be very nice, and see you at qualifying. Let me know. We'll see you at the race.
Well done. My voice is gone then. My voice is dead, so I can tell you. Oh wow, my voice is really gone. It just hurts to talk now. Right, it is raining here in Texas.
It's a wet race.
Oh my, you're driving. You're gonna have to retire down at turn 1.
Oh, I've been given a driver's seat, so I will be retiring.
Right, so it's raining. It doesn't seem heavy enough to be much of a problem if these drivers are on intermediates. We are waiting for a race start now. Sorry. I had a jalapeno pizza before this. So it was very spicy. Right, it is the 4th and the 5th light on. It's 5 lights and away we go. So very strong start from the Mercedes driver. Williams trying to catch up. Is the Alpine going to try to send anything?
Very tight turn 1 here.
Turn 1? No, he's not. Williams
the Mercedes keeps his lead.
The Haas slips off the track. Collision in the
Matt
back.
Ben.
Collision in the back.
Matt Ben down to P7. Both of the Haas's have had a shocker.
In the back.
It's a very the Ferrari.
So we've got
the Ferrari being sent off track. That was very dirty from Calder's trash there. Horrible racing from him. Ion Nedes off to a brilliant start here with a second gap out of his DRS. Oh, it is raining, sorry. No.
Right, so with a second gap now, all these drivers are on intermediate. We will see if the weather changes any so soon.
The Williams may potentially make it does,
this could make it a very interesting stop now.
Oh, the Williams and the Aston
with a race
really
lead
close.
starting to form from the Mercedes. It is going to be a full race. It is going to be a full race of rain.
Aston Martin versus Williams. I'd be looking at this battle between the Aston and the Williams here. It's looking really, really tight, and I personally think that the Williams is going to make a move soon. Maybe down into turn 1. It depends. He's getting really close to the Aston. The Mercedes increasing his lead massively here, as he's on a 2.7 second gap. Here comes the Williams coming down into turn 1, side by side. I know.
I said you're mute.
Oh, the Williams hitting the back of the Aston Martin's rear wing. Oh, that has given a bit of damage to his front wing there. As
I'll kill you if you play it though. Actually kill you.
Everybody is on 1 lap inters. Still, obviously.
Yeah, good tell.
Another bit of contact there from the Williams and the Aston. More damage for the Williams car. These two are having a really good battle, but Williams just keeps on seeming to hit the back of the car.
Back.
There we go. Williams,
so
will he send the move?
A couple of battles in for second place now. The Aston Martin just managed to hold on. No DRS for this race as the rain. Overtake will be used as their equivalent though.
As the possible race strategies have came out, as people may potentially be boxing at lap 10. That is the expected time that the pit window is going to open. The Williams sends it down the inside, coming into that corner, and it's a superb move. Will he stick it? Yes, he will.
Switch
it's
back.
contact. It's
Aston
contact.
And the Williams having contact. Aston coming out of that battle better than the Williams.
Here comes the Williams down the inside.
Down the inside. Nice overtake. Bit of a clip with the
As
Aston.
the Williams
A
pulls the
couple of
move off.
battles up and down.
P2 for the Williams. We had a bit of contact coming in there, but he got it down the inside and he stuck the
We
move
will
eventually.
watch the Aston Martin looking for a move on the Williams, who seems to have more pace. He slips on
Williams
corner
losing
exit.
grip
That
there.
was nearly a race-ending incident. Iounders sets a new fastest lap time. He's going to try catch up. No overtake really
Here comes
left.
the Aston Martin. Will he send the move down here? I mean, the Williams has had a bit of mistakes coming in sector 3 there. He had a lot of grip, a bit of a lock-up on the final turn, which nearly got him overtook, and some contact. So we'll see how this plays out between Williams and Aston. Oh, a bit of sliding coming round, zigzags.
Aston Martin now will be looking to get that position back. 9 tenths back though, doesn't look like he has the pace to catch up with the car ahead. Unless any drivers make mistakes now, it's looking like a fairly even race. Only drivers to make an attack looks like the Alpine of Alfred de Vista, who won't make a move down the inside this time around though. All the cars in this pack behind the Williams in second place will be looking to make moves. No real changes in position yet. We are only on lap 3 of lap 20. There will probably be one pit stop made.
This is going to be a one stop
for most of these drivers. Sorry, my tongue's gone. Right. Well, so the Haas looking to make a move on the Aston Martin.
This is looking really, really good here from Matt Ben. This could extend Matt Ben's championship lead here, as he's a whole 3 positions ahead of the Ferrari. So he's looking in a good position, but he'd be hoping to get on the podium.
Oh, the Alpine slipping off the track in the back. Oh my god, that actually worked. Crazy, I'm really happy with that.
Alpine really slipping there as yeah.
Alpine off the track in the back. Right, so the Haas has been looking faster than the Aston Martin now. The Ferrari looking to make a move.
Is he going to make a move coming into turn 1? No, he holds back.
The Alpine looking for a move down the outside. Not late enough on braking for the Haas to be able to not lose that
Matt
position.
Ben getting ever so
Drivers
closer
slipping
here.
back. Alpines battling it out behind. Oh, Ashley
3-second penalty for Ashley Fischer.
The Ferrari goes through. The Alpine
it's really
don't
well
know
the
what
Ferrari.
he's doing anymore. The Alpine looking for a move on this Haas. He's looking in his mirrors to see a Ferrari ahead of his own teammate, which would be a very rare sight for him to see.
This is looking a decently alright performance from Matt Ben. He's 9 tenths behind Tame Farmer, but I think he can close that down. So 16 laps to go.
We are witnessing defence by the Ferrari. The Alpine sending it round the outside,
down the inside.
not late enough on brakes.
Goes to side P.
Alpine
he tries to get a double overtake
after he clips the Haas.
He tries to get a double overtake.
His teammate Ferrari around the outside. Will his teammate be able to say anything about it? Yes, he will. Around the outside, he's not going to be able to do anything. The Alpine slips. Clip the back of the Ferrari. That could be easy.
They're really, really close here. The Alpine could pull off a move. There's damage to both cars.
Now in 6th position. After he lost it,
slip.
Nearly lose the back of car once again. Ferrari just
here we are
trying
as we come down to
make
the straight.
A gap up. Big enough for him to be able to
Will the Alpine send a move?
Ferrari is going to look for a move on the Haas down into turn 1. If he manages to get enough slipstream, the Alpine might be closer though. The Ferrari looks at the outside, realises there is no space. It's collision between the Alpine and the Ferrari.
Hitting the Ferrari's rear wing there. That is not going to be good for his front wing, and he might lose out the position to his teammate here. Obviously, he does have a penalty. So as it stands, he's looking like he's going to be finishing P7 with this penalty included.
Well, it looks like the race leader might already be sorted out by Iounders.
It's been a really good drive for him so far. He just needs to keep it up. Ferrari.
So, Iounders with a 9.4 second lead. Unless something happens which he can't control, it looks like this might be a double race win for him. But We are only on lap 5, so we can't predict much so far.
As the Ferrari sends it round the outside of Matt Ben, can he stick the move cleanly? No, he can't.
He's going to look for the inside overtake by the Haas.
Matt Ben, with a beauty of an inside overtake to get switched back.
On
the Ferrari nearly losing out position to Alpine.
Ferrari just keeping it on the inside. The Alpine looking for late braking down the inside. He manages.
It's a horrible move, and the Alpine goes straight into the barriers. Straight into the barriers goes the Alpine.
Very close to the wall there for him.
That is absolutely horrid from the Alpine there. Tries to see the move and he ends up going off track.
Right, the Ferrari still making moves up and down the field. Looks to the inside of that Haas. Decides not enough room down. This is going to be a good battle down to turn 1. But he's gonna use no overtake yet. He's gonna got slipstream. He's gonna go down the inside.
Down the inside goes the Ferrari.
Is he going to be able to late enough on this braking? He's already made that position up. He has enough gap.
P4.
And he's gonna make it round turn 1. Not fast enough though for the Haas. Haas following only 3 tenths behind the Ferrari, who just moved up to P4.
The Haas might be able to get his overtake back. It's really close between the two. Obviously, these are the 2 fighting for the championship too, so it's going to go in a really nice way.
Oh yeah, you're actually right. So the Ferrari driver, as it stands, will not take lead of the driver championship, but be ever closer than he has. Unless the Ferrari manages to get some supernatural positions, I don't think there's going to be much to do with change in.
I mean, if the Ferrari does want to take the lead of the championship, he's got 2.9 seconds to gain here on the Aston, so he's got to get some speed in his car and get going because, he needs to lead the championship.
Yeah.
After that horrible incident, he's down to P9 now on fresh inters due to him boxing. I think he says he's in fresh inters anyway. So DRS being enabled. The rain going light enough for DRS to be enabled, and the battle between the Ferrari and the Haas
Many drivers
will be
will be
insane.
looking to pit now.
The Williams going in the boxes. Ferrari misses the pits. The Ferrari getting a 10-second penalty for cutting the whole corner in the pit lane. Oh, that's costing the Ferrari's whole race. He goes into box, he loses grip, and he skips the pits.
He moves up to P2 in the race.
Williams and Aston going on hard.
Will really be happening.
Oh, that's going to be really gutting for the Ferrari there, obviously. I mean, he went to go box, he lost grip totally, and he just cut the whole corner going into the pits. Oh, Ferrari nearly losing grip here. This race is not going good for him. As his championship rival, Matt Ben, has gone for the hard tyre. And let's see what he can do. Can he climb back up the grid? Obviously, he probably will due to people needing to pit. However, the race leader hasn't pitted either. He's got a 20-second gap and should be doing okay. But this penalty for the Ferrari is going to be really bad. And I think Matt Ben is probably going to extend his championship lead.
Well, in this is looking like an easy double win, as the Alpine looking for a move on the Ferrari. Looking after he's still... Oh, these two drivers still on intermediates on a completely dry track now.
Aston FIFA boxed, and he boxed for fresh inters, which might be a bit of a strange call due to the people on the hard tyre being really, really quick, actually. As we can see from the Williams car. Oh, the race leader pits for mediums. The Ferrari tries again.
And the Alpine
and he gets the pit perfect this time.
Will the Sauber following him in? It will. So, all these drivers... So, to take temporary race lead is AR Ruthless.
Ferrari actually sticking the pit stop this time, and he didn't just like cut the whole corner. So, yeah.
Oh, the weirdest laugh ever. I don't care.
Ion Nedev.
That was so
Still
bad.
ahead of AR Useless.
Right.
Oh, Ferrari losing a little bit of grip.
Oh, our current race leader getting a penalty. Oh no!
AR Useless
Wow.
with the penalty here as Eon Nides is 10 seconds ahead, and the Mercedes is looking really good here. This might be his race. However, as we remember, DRS has been enabled, so there is going to be some good battles going on. We're looking at Asher FIFA versus Tame Farmer. That's going to be a good battle. As Asher FIFA gets the position to get P3. Brilliant work from him.
Well, so up and down the field, it looks like there's been quite a few overtakes. Very close in the middle with DRS now. The Aston Martin will be looking to make that position back and move up to a podium position. Our current race leader on mediums though. Oh, I've just realised Ash DeFeeder is on intermediates and didn't pit. He's going to have to pit. He's pitted for fresh intermediates
he
2 laps
has
ago.
pitted for a fresh intermediate. I thought that was a really bad decision.
Oh.
However, he does go in the box, and he sticks the box, unlike the Ferrari couldn't do in his first time.
New fastest lap set by our current second place, but that's just been beaten, as I say it,
Our
by
championship
Max
leader getting a 141, and then that was a really strong lap
But
from him, showing that his car's pace.
It looks like the kick Sauber spun it down at last turn. Kick Sauber
Cautions in
has spun
sector
it
3.
down in the last turn. Oh wow, that is really unlucky for the driver as he makes a position up on the
Kip Sauber,
on the Alpine.
the Kip Sauber coming out ahead of Aston FIFA, and this is going to be a close battle between these two for P7. It was kind of a horrible strategy from the Alpine to pit for fresh inters because it's certainly not working out.
Oh, another
We've had a
caution,
caution in
as
sector
it looks
2.
like Sauber has spun it once again. This might cause him to fall back down the grid, so there is no relative change for anything in the lead. Very close battle between Max Ben and the Aston Martin though. This can put the Haas on first place in the championship by quite a few points now and maybe get him a lead before next race.
Matt Ben
We
is,
are coming near the end of the season though for these tier 2 drivers because they are basically F1's tier 2, F1's F2. Oh, the Aston Martin goes wide. Haas looking for a position now with DRS down pit straight. It looks like the Aston might be trying to hold him off just for this one more lap as we reach the halfway mark in this race.
Here comes Matt Ben now, getting really, really close with the DRS on the Aston Martin. Can he pick up a podium to extend his championship lead by
Haas
even more?
has lost temporary DRS until we will see when he reaches the end of sector 1 if he can make that time back. He's already improved a bit, but it looks like he probably will be getting DRS this lap if he can hold it on. He has managed to hold it on. Very close to the back of the Aston Martin now, as long as he doesn't lose it down this straight, which he hasn't, and will have DRS for this lap.
The Haas in the DRS again. Let's see what he can do coming down into the straight.
With DRS and the Haas, a deadly mix of ERS and DRS. The Aston
and he
Martin
sticks
moves
the
out of the
move
way,
round the
looking
outside.
for a DRS bait.
Oh,
He's going to send it. Oh,
Matt
collision
Ben
between
turning
them.
into the Aston Martin.
Collision between them.
As Felix gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, that
New
was a
fastest
reckless
sector
move
2
from Matt Ben.
set by Max Ben.
You can tell he wants his podium.
Very close battle between them
As
two.
Ionides.
But if Max Ben can hold on to the pace he has so far, it looks like he might be able to pull away by the end of next lap.
Oh, the Williams in second place picking up fastest lap there. And obviously, this isn't F1 25, so
With
you do get a fastest
DRS
lap point.
now, the Aston Martin will be looking for that place, but I don't think he'll be able to recover it this time round, unless he can. He's not going to be able to make a move down into turn 1. He will be!
He will be! Down the inside he
Late
goes!
braking on the
Late
Haas.
braking! Oh, it's a
Beautiful.
collision.
Oh, 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 double retirement. Double retirement.
Not made a name farmer. Having a horrible collision coming into turn one.
Oh, wow.
No. The
Oh,
championship leader
no.
has lost his lead in the championship.
Oh, no. That is really unlucky for the drivers. Well, this will definitely put the pack back together.
All right. Matt Ben is going to lose his championship lead, and that was absolute horrible incident between
Wow.
Matt Ben and Tame Farmer. By the way, alright, here we go.
I don't make
it is going to be really lackluster for Matt Ben as he loses his championship lead. As the podium consists of Williams, Mercedes, and Alpine. Safety car is out. Safety car is out due to that horrible collision between Matt Ben and Tame Farmer. Coming into turn one, the Ferrari boxes. They got a fresh set of tires.
Many drivers will be looking to pit now under safety car. Many will go into medium tyres, but our race leader Iondes used his only pair for this strategy, not expecting a safety car. But I just can't believe that crash. That was crazy.
Matt Ben was going to extend his championship lead as well, and then it was an absolute horrible move from the Aston Martin. Late braking, he nearly stuck it, and he's clipped his back wheel, and they've both gone into the wall together. They must have felt very bad about that one. Wow. The championship leader is now Ferrari 02 LFC as Matt Ben.
Well, we'll see
retires.
if he can make it to the end of this race, though. After what's happened on that overtake, some would class that as a dirty overtake by the Aston Martin, but it both ended in a double DNF. Oh, the Ferrari on softs, looking to make up a few positions.
Ferrari on softs, and he could pick up a podium here. However, Desaipi is 20 seconds behind P2. Oh, but it's a gap between. It's a 7 seconds gap between. Oh no, it's a second gap between. It's a second gap with Ioannidis and they are useless because of the safety car. So this is going to be a really, really good battle coming into turn one. Who do you think's going to come out ahead at turn one whenever the safety car goes in?
Iondes. Easy. He's been looking a very strong race leader so far.
I mean, he has held his ground really well, to be fair. He's done really good.
Well,
the Williams just sent it wide on a safety
laps
car.
Of racing.
It's a free
Many drivers getting picked up by the safety car now, though.
Ioannidis with 5-lap old tires. He has the oldest tires. He has the oldest tires on the grid right now, and he might be at a loss with these older tires. It's only 4 laps though, as there's 7 laps to spare. Nobody should be boxing anymore, and this is going to be a really good finish to the Grand Prix. and this is also going to test Ioannidis' skill. However, the Williams is just locked up on the safety car. However, safety car coming in this lap. However, even if the Williams,
safety car is in this lap.
even if the Williams does end up ahead coming into turn 1, he's going to need to get a 3-second gap to win this Grand Prix due to him having a penalty. A safety car comes in this lap.
Oh, the Alpine pitting for what's that? New medium tyres.
The Alpine pitting when the safety car comes in.
That is crazy. Anyway, we will follow the battle for the lead of this race. Wait, did I say the Alpine pitted?
Yeah, I mean, you did say the Alpine pitted.
I think I was... I know why. I was checking it while on the live stream, and it was so far behind. My fault. Right, the Mercedes looking for a good launch. He's
Here we
on the
go.
throttle, followed very nicely by the Williams.
Full throttle here. Is the Williams going to be quick enough to pull off the move? He's
down
into
turn 1.
Is he going to send it? He doesn't send it. He holds back.
Now, he's going to look to make a
Brilliant
switch
work
back.
from me
Anyway,
on it.
there's a car going off track. That is the Haas. Now having to fight with the Sauber. 4th position on track after a very unlucky start.
We're on the zigzag now. Williams has Mercedes.
Just behind that Mercedes. Don't mind that it says safety car on the left-hand side of your screen. AR Ruthless, the new fastest Sector 1 of this race.
AR Ruthless is looking. It's a 3-second penalty for Fennec.
He's going to have to keep it within his 1 second time box.
Oh, he sends it wide.
Sector 1.
And Ioannidis gaining 5/10 out of there. However, he's on 4 lap all the times.
Looks to be losing time. He just prays that he can keep in that second gap at least until the cross pit line. So, shut up, Adam.
Locking up.
Right. So, the Mercedes looks like he goes wide on the exit of that corner. Very close between these two. He's not going to look for a move down the inside. He's this time though. He's this time.
He stuck
Beautiful
it. What a move.
Oh,
it was risky. The Mercedes goes down the inside.
Very close between them. The Mercedes down the inside.
The Mercedes getting a beautiful switchback.
Doesn't go around the inside this time though.
These manoeuvres are looking tight.
Will not be making a position this time round. Slows both these drivers down. As the Williams is looking for a move down into turn 1. Oh, Williams looking for a move round the outside.
Williams.
The Mercedes in on
the
inside. Williams on the switchback. He manages to make that position fully stick on the Mercedes.
Williams with a beauty.
Will not be happy about that one.
Brilliant work from the lad.
Oh, Mercedes, they're clear. They're clear.
They've collided.
I was so close to a race-ending position there.
And the Mercedes' raceman could be pulled away. Racing a time for the Siggy. The Sippy.
That was close. Oh, they've clipped. Oh, they're spinning. He's spinning round.
He's spinning and the Mercedes gets the overtake.
Oh, no. The Mercedes, still looking strong though, doesn't have DRS after the Mercedes took it this time round. Alpine looking for a move on that Williams, as he can stick it.
Alpine and Williams
the Ferrari! Straight
what
through.
Is he doing? What is he doing? That was
very close.
That was very, very close. The Ferrari nearly took out around 4 drivers. The Ferrari nearly taking out the race leader there. As he's clearly cut the whole corner. Well, he hasn't cut the whole corner, but he's gone straight on.
Oh, very big battle between the Ferrari. Alpine sends it down the inside.
The fight for the podium is mad.
A double overtake. The Williams with DRS this time round.
Here we go. Is it going to be an inside manoeuvre?
Oh,
he holds back.
The Williams looking for no moves this time round though. after a brilliant overtake on the lap after safety car last time round. Gaps starting to form down the grid. Only one close enough to proceed in the battle is the Williams to Mercedes. As long as the Williams can hold it round these final
Williams
two
looking
corners
really good.
here, he will get DRS. If he manages to make it down the straight, he will. He has DRS this lap. Will he be able to make any battles towards our current race leader?
Here we go now with DRS
Well,
on the
the Williams
Williams.
with DRS, only 4/10 the gap. Is the Mercedes going to try and defend? He is. The Williams down the outside. Holds on, late braking.
Oh,
the
the
Mercedes
Mercedes.
looks for a move. They collide.
Let's collide.
Williams keeps that position.
As he gets another
AI
3
Rufus
second pen.
with a 3-second
Another 3
penalty.
second pen.
Oh no,
This is
that is
not looking like his
right from
race
the
win.
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
The Mercedes looking for
No.
that overtake back. Very close between these two on the front wheels. Mercedes with the inside line. Williams gonna have to back out of that one.
Here we go.
Will have DRS though down the pitch straight if he can hold on that long.
This battle for the win of the Grand Prix is quite mad. However, the penalties that he's received is really not been great
Mercedes
for AI Rufus.
looking to defend down the inside
As the Williams goes round the
Williams
outside.
can
Oh,
send it
they've
on the outside.
collided on
Collision!
Collided on the
Collision!
straight. As he goes, he gives him no space at all.
Oh,
He gives him no space at all.
What is he doing? Very close to the Alpine now. Now a three-way battle for this lead.
Alpine can win this as well. I mean, he's got a penalty as well. So, the both of these lads, if they're going to win, they need to gain
Well,
some
it looks
time.
like the Williams has more pace than this Mercedes if he didn't keep hitting him every time he made the clean overtakes. But if the Williams has, 3 laps of racing left to make this overtake stick, he will have this race win in his heart if he doesn't manage to make that gap. He's following the Mercedes with DRS. He's going to look for a move, look down the inside, take him off his
The 6-second penalty.
Cautions.
Here he goes.
It looks like
Cautions
there's
in
been a
sector
crash
2.
down.
There's been a
onto that
crash
turn.
down.
Clean overtake by the Williams. Mercedes looking down the inside.
Mercedes
He's
going
not even
down the
this time.
inside. The
No, he's
Williams
not.
sticks the
The
move.
Williams
The
manages
Williams
to keep
will
that
stick the
position.
move. It's a brilliant manoeuvre
Very
from
close
the
battle
Williams
between
there.
these two. After this safety car has come out, it might be been a saving grace this time. 6 is the gap. Can the Williams expand it any longer before? No, he can't. The Mercedes will have DRS down pitch straight. Not a very common place to make any moves though for this race. With only now 2 laps of racing remaining. A 7/10 gap. Can he gain this
3-second
down
penalty.
into this first
It's
sector?
a lock up and a little bit of a lost grip there. That was not great from the Williams. He's on a 6-second penalty.
Now the Mercedes is on a bad is on older tyres than the Mercedes, but the Mercedes will have DRS this lap if he can keep it down the straight. Yes, he can. This could be a very easy place for position. The Mercedes gets a bit of oversteer into corner exit. It might be a bit too far back to launch an attack this time round, but if he can get any closer, he will take that.
We may be far too close to the end, so the Williams might not be able to get this 6-second gap on Nias.
Well, the Mercedes now will have DRS if he manages to keep it round these final 4 corners. That's 1. That's 2. 6 seconds. He loses it. Will he have that? That's 3. And that's 4. A 1-second gap has developed, and he will not have DRS this lap.
That is not great for the Mercedes.
Oh, no DRS, but he'll be under pressure by the Alpine behind him, who does.
Here comes the
1.5
Williams
seconds now.
with loads of
This
pace.
could be. Oh, down
he
the
sticks up
inside
the
goes
move
the
down the
Alpine.
inside. It's a switchback. It's a switchback.
Oh,
Aye.
a loss of traction for the Mercedes.
It's a switchback
on
from the
corner exit.
Mercedes.
If the Williams can manage to get this race win, if he gets a big enough gap in these final 2 laps, I don't think he'll be able to do it, but it'd be a wish. The Mercedes loses
Mercedes
traction.
losing traction, and the Alpine gets the overtake.
Alpine getting the overtake done through the chicane section.
3
That
second
will give
penalty
the
for the Red
Mercedes
Bull.
DRS though. If these two collide, this could be a prayer from heaven for AR Ruthless.
AR Ruthless, obviously,
Mercedes,
with that 6 second
with
gap.
DRS now, will he be able to make an overtake on the car ahead? He's looking down the inside, looking down the outside. Will the Aston Martin have anything, not the Aston, the Alpine have anything to do with it? No, he won't.
The Williams
and
is
back
going to
out
need
with
to.
that.
The Williams is going to need to gain 8 tenths to get the win in case the CP comes out in P2. So he's going to need 5 tenths on
Wow.
the Mercedes, and he could actually pull off this race win. It is definitely possible. It's all down to who comes out ahead between the Mercedes and the Alpine of the
Well,
CP.
the only reason the Williams will be looking strongest to win right now if it wasn't for the penalty that Iondes forced him into. Oh, he slips. He slips on corner exit.
And as it stands,
3 second gap now.
As it stands, if the Saibi overtakes the Mercedes in this final lap, the win will go to the Williams.
No, it won't.
Oh, it's a 6 second penalty. Oh my god, bollocks. Sorry, guys.
Right, with a 3.4 second gap, we were watching that Williams. He will be praying for a mistake to go wrong on Iondes' side. He keeps it very nicely in sector 1. Still slower than he ever could have been. But, oh no.
3 more seconds is
Can't
what he
believe
needs to
this.
gain.
It's going to be a very unlucky race for the Williams.
Eon
But the
Nides.
Alpine maybe has something different to say about this story. If he can catch up with DRS, this could be a change to the race. It looks like he might be too far back this time round though.
As we see, Eon Nides
that
here.
the Mercedes loses traction.
Will the Alpine go down? Alpine sends it round the outside.
Making the
outside.
position.
He sticks the manoeuvre. However, we
the
get
Mercedes
closer and
doesn't want
closer to
anything
the
to
checkered flag.
do with an incident. Oh, the Mercedes.
The Mercedes losing the P2 position there.
Getting very
to get
close.
P3, and they're getting very close now.
He's still
It's
gonna
getting feisty.
be loses traction once again. This looks like it might be his P1.
It is looking like a race win.
AR
As we come down
will
to the
come
checkered
round the
flag
final turn,
for the Williams.
and he will take the race win
As he
here
will
in
take-
Texas.
As he will take P1 for now. However, due to penalties, it is Iondes who takes the win.
Race winner for
in Austin.
today.
It's a brilliant performance from
unlucky
him.
race for AR Ruthless. We had that penalty due to the incident between them two, fighting for the race lead.
Brilliant work from Iondes. Obviously, he had a great drive, and then in those final 10 laps, he had that battle. But it's going to be
race. We have
it's going to be very sad.
TEIR, who was looking very strong in qualifying, to cross that line and end today's race here in Texas.
What a Grand Prix!
Amar, what do you think of the results for today?
I think it was a very good race between P1 and P2. It was very good. I feel bad for AR Youthless because that second penalty was not deserved. However, it is what it is, and Iondes is a 2-time winner in Tier 2.
For the first time in Tier 2, he's going to get 2 wins in a row, not just a double race winner, but 2 in a row, which has not been seen so far here. Very happy to celebrate with that, and he will gain some points in the championship, as we have a new championship leader anyway.
Ferrari
as the Ferrari
01
driver
LSC takes the lead of the championship due to Matt Ben having an absolute shocker of a crash.
He'll take it by 9 points.
9 points is the gap,
which
and that'll
will be a
superb.
lot for Max Ben to catch up to.
Max Ben is not going to be happy about that one. That collision with Turner over there was really costing him, and it's costing him hard here. 9 points gap, and yeah, very good Grand Prix today, I'd say so. I reckon we could have seen Matt Ben on the podium, however, if there wasn't for that collision.
Wow. Crazy race today.
Brilliant.
Wow, very well done from all us drivers. We will thank you for watching us here in Texas.
Thank you.
We hope you have a good rest of your night,
We'll see you next
day,
week.
evening, or sunrise. We will see you guys on next Wednesday for Tier 2 racing.
See you later, guys. Have a